Welcome to this week's insight of Self-Development Pill. We're going to be discussing about what values and metrics are you using to measure your life. Quote, our values determine the metrics by which we measure ourselves and everyone else. End quote, Mark Manson. Almost each and every life coach advises not comparing yourself to others, as that would be a sure way of avoiding happiness into your life. Funny enough though, we all know we need to be ourselves and act confident, but as humans we thrive by comparisons. My car is bigger than his. She is less good looking than I am. I wish I made as much money as Dave. These are the constant rushing thoughts in the human mind on a daily basis. People always feel that their lives would be much better if they would have the lives of others. Sadly though, comparison and the drive to stress are parts of our daily nature, and that's unlikely to change anytime soon. With people having instant access to social media and the internet, comparison is much easier than before. Though we can't stop comparison, we can change the metric in which we value those comparisons. For example, instead of comparing the negative aspects of our lives with the positive aspect of others, why not look at what we have and the impact our strengths have on other people's lives? Yes, it might seem as if it's all sunshine on the monetary value fence, but in most cases, it's not always as simple as it looks. Some pleasures come at a high cost, at times even that of degrading moral standards, which you might find as too expensive to exchange for your morals, for that corner office or maybe that Mercedes Benz with nice mag wheels. At the end of it all, it's all in how do you choose to measure success. Are you like most people that measure success with monetary wealth? Or maybe you might prefer to measure your success with social and global impact. How does your purpose impact the lives of others? Are you willing to make a difference or add value to someone else's life? Many give their lives to planting trees on whose shade they will not sit on. Most of our social systems are built with their own matrix and values on how success of each individual is to be measured, which then everyone is forced to follow. What many people believe and follow comes from their parents, friends, and our cultures, which mostly includes what makes a person successful. Things like good grades, make tons of money, buy nice things, raise a nice family, all men should watch football. Some of our society's metrics are useful measurements for us. Many of them are not. Today, values are placed in a way in which you ought to gain something by following them. Nonetheless, we should not limit ourselves by such measurements. We can ultimately change most of these values and metrics if we choose to. Having money is nice, but one can choose to see it not as a measure of wealth, but as a measure to help oneself and others, which is real wealth. Relationships and family are important, but lacking them doesn't make you any less valuable as a person. The beauty in all of this is that all humans are different, which then should make our values and matrix different too. What I may view as important is not of that much relevance to you as an individual and your personality. Which leaves a question. What matrix are you going to measure your life? There is always a golden nugget when it comes to this. If your matrix and values require you to lie, cheat, or deceive someone, that should give you a moral compass of where you are headed in life, based on your GPS coordinates of your moral compass, which are your values and matrix. It is very sad that many people today think that relationships will make them happy, but emotional health should be the desired goal, and have relationships as the side effect. As human beings, we're all driven by happiness and meaning, but we often get caught up in unnecessary status concerns and superficial comparisons. You may not be famous but still improve people's lives. You may be single and alone but be happy and proud of yourself. To me, that's success. The matrix we use to measure our success are always based on our values. Be very careful of what you value and put first in your life. The matrix of success we choose lead to long-term real-life consequences, and they determine everything. This article was inspired by one of my favorite authors, Mark Manson. Feel free to head on to his website, www.markmanson.net, and get a hang of some of his ways of thinking and some of his stoic ideas. Thank you for being a part of this week's segment of Self-Development Peel. Feel free to subscribe and like for more great content.